Hey Leo, how are you? Welcome to your first reading for October. As you know, I bring 2 readings per sign each month, going in the order of the zodiac. So you are up. The readings are not date or time specific. I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, if the title resonates, then it's very likely your message at that time, which is why you should also make use of the playlists, because what may be happening for you now may have come through 3 months ago. So check it out. Look at the titles. See what speaks to you. Also, this is for Leo, a collective reading for Leo, Sun, and Rising. You're welcome to be here as a cross watcher. That often messages come through for the cross watchers. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so excited that you stopped by. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you will join us by subscribing. And for my subscribers, don't forget about the membership. There's a link below the video, if you scroll down just a little bit, inviting you to learn more about the 2 membership levels. We'd love to have you. Okay. So I'm pulling from Whispers of Love. It's just a very gentle oracle, and we're kind of coming through a very emotional month. The new moon in Pisces and the full moon in Libra, lots of attention to love and healing. And we are coming up on a new moon in Aries, which will be a distinctly different energy. So I'm still focusing on the love and healing. So I'm pulling from Whispers of Love. Okay. Let's see what's coming through for our beautiful Leos. Oh, perfect. See, this one card keeps coming out. So it's starting to dawn on me that that may be a common theme for many of us. So I'll go through it with you here, Leo. You get card number 11. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. So think of the strength card. It's your card, Leo. So you're being reminded here, and it's card number 11. I got that little twin flame flavor to it. You also get card 24. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. And look at her. She's befriending a dragon there. I love this. So focus on love in general and look for the good in everyone. That kind of feels like your natural energy, though, Leo, honestly. Very, very open people, quick to make friends. Takes a while for anybody to kind of get under your skin in the wrong way. You're usually just very affable. Enjoy it. You enjoy the company of others. So just, remember at this moment to continue to look for the good. I think that's kind of common for you. Card 47, 4 and 7 is 11. Physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. This card has now been out, I think, 3 times. So, and you're only the 5th sign. So there's an energy here, probably coming through from this past year plus where we've all been very remote. And there hasn't been a lot of touching, and there hasn't been a lot of, for many, not for all, but for many, an opportunity to just have that, that warm embrace. So I keep thinking the reason that's coming through is to start to bring that into our awareness, the need for it, for ourselves, but also the expression of it toward others. So just a simple hug, or even if you have to do it energetically, right? In your meditation or before you go to sleep, if you start to think about physical touch, right? I know that sounds a little heady, but for some of us, that's what it's going to take. Okay, Leo, so I'm switching up the spread just a little bit. I'm going to just focus on Leo, Sun, and Rising. I'm not separating the Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine. You could be here as a Leo Masculine. You could be here as a Leo Feminine, Sun, or Rising. You could be here as a cross watcher. So I'm just focusing on you for this reading. I want to get back in touch with your energy. Just for this series. I'll go back to the other spreads that I do at a later date. Okay, so here's sort of what's happening in the moment here. The Page of Wands. What's crossing you is the 9 of Wands, feeling kind of very pushed to your limits. This has been a very stressful journey. This 9 of Wands, this person is sort of at the end of their ropes. They're just kind of hanging on. Bruised and battle weary, but yet not giving up. Nines are about completing lessons. So we don't get to offload the negative karma or the stress of it or the weight of it till the 10. But this is where we're wrapping it up. So I feel as if you're close to something here, Leo. But whether or not you can hold on. Page of Wands I'll look at in a moment. Yes. Here's what's below. This is kind of what's bubbling up in your subconscious realm. It may be associated with all your underlying feelings, everything that's gone on in the connection. I feel like there was a tower moment. I don't think the tower moment is now. I think it has already happened. And so this is the energy you're drafting off of, is that something that was not sustainable kind of fell apart. It may have been unexpected. And you may be trying to, I'm thinking the Page of Wands may be trying to reignite the spark here. Because what happened in the, in this situation, in this connection, was pretty explosive. It may have leveled you, Leo. Wow. So in the recent past, the Six of Wands, this was in your morning musing for those who are in the membership. You get an extra reading every morning. And the Six of Wands is about reconciliation, is about making peace, is about coming through whatever this was and finding a suitable outcome, something that speaks to both sides and is bridge building, right? Making nice, let's call it that. But it's also a victory card, right? Coming back from battle, like the victorious, the knight in shining armor is a little bit in this card, is what I'm trying to say. Coming back from battle, the victor, and to the victor go the spoils. Got it? So I'm feeling like there's a sort of edge to the Six of Wands in the past, where you were looking not just for the win-win in this piece, but for like a reconciliation that kind of would shine on you favorably, right? So you come out smelling like a rose is what I'm thinking, Leo. Oh, look at this. So what is crowning you right now? Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is about somebody who, Queen of Pentacles is life partner material, a feminine archetype of life partner. It is about stability. It is about groundedness, but it's also about nurturing in the physical realm, right? Somebody who kind of takes care of the details, who shows up for you, who is dependable. You kind of, the King and Queen of Pentacles are the here and now present energy couple. That's what I'm seeing in this Queen of Pentacles. Could be a wife, could be a long-term partner. Could be you, Leo, showing up in this energy of wanting to kind of get yourself grounded. This is a self-care card as well. And I think the self-care card came out in your morning spread. Self-love came out in your morning spread. So, and it all starts with that Queen of Pentacles too. Oh, hello. In the future, Seven of Wands, there's an energy of resistance, a little bit. Either defensiveness or maybe even somehow taking a stand for something. You may need to take a stand for something, Leo. So we have a lot of fire energy here. We have Wands, 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 and Aries energy here. We've got a lot of fire, and then that Earth. The card for above, it's like what your goal is, or the best outcome is around this Queen of Pentacles. So I will say that. Okay. So, I like to futz with the cards. Drives everybody crazy, but gotta do what I gotta do. So let's take a look at the Knight of Wands. This is the present situation. It's kind of your state of mind, Leo. Yeah. I think there's some unfinished business here. The Page of Wands to me in this scenario with the Seven of Cups kind of coming through tentatively, right? Like almost going backwards. You're not the king right now, or the queen. You're kind of in that page energy. Or maybe there was some energy that kind of seemed more self-serving and you're confused by it. So if you are not the Page of Wands and your other person is the Page of Wands, their behavior may have come across very self-serving in the moment, and there may be confusion around that. The Seven of Cups to me is always about feeling like, what the heck just happened? And then also residual emotional stuff that needs to be processed. I hate to use the word baggage, but it kind of feels that way. Almost as if there are things that you've kind of just put aside, but unresolved, you're going to get more of what you got if you don't deal with it. And so that's why it kind of presents itself right here to say, yeah, there may be an opportunity to reignite the spark here, but I'm still confused, and there are still things on an emotional level that need to be worked through. And you're not sure if this person that you're dealing with is even going to receive your efforts. So I've got, I'm feeling as if the situation here is you being a little bit more tentative, Leo. I do feel like you're just being tentative because you're not sure. There's confusion around this person, whether or not they would even receive your pages or messengers. So your message, whether even if you do it very innocently and kind of keep things light and breezy, would they even acknowledge it? There is some emotional detachment here that I think has you confused or concerned, maybe even a little worried. But you really want to move toward love with your past life soulmate. So underneath, I can see what, for those who are new, this is sort of what's going on in the psyche here, Leo, is yes, I want to move toward love. I want to receive the love, whatever that Knight of Cups means to you, with the past life soulmate, with this person that I treasure and adore. The Six of Cups is often very nostalgic energy. That's why we see children here. It can involve children, but most of the times in these connections, it's about someone you've known for a long time. This is a connection that has grown and evolved and has fed you on an emotional level in some way. And in the absence of someone you've known for a while, it just represents past life soulmate energy, something that's been existing beyond time and space. So I do feel that while you'd like to reignite the spark of passion here, there's some unfinished business. There's definitely some unfinished business of an emotional nature, and possibly confusion or a little bit of concern over whether or not your gestures, your move toward romance or toward passion would even be received by the past life soulmate, the twin. But in the spirit of Leo, you have no intentions of giving up anytime soon. That's pretty funny. Yes. I feel like you're ready to come forward and speak a truth here. This is what's crossing you. It's getting in the way. There's a truth that needs to be told. I feel like you've been kind of moving through this situation. It's been weighing on you heavily. It's like been a slog, a long, slow, grueling process, but now the pace is picking up. And the pace of this Knight of Swords is like, I want to get out in front of this issue. I want to speak truth to power, or I just have to get clarity around an issue. This is a card also of integrity and honor and truth above everything else. So definitely something that's been lingering. I feel with the Seven of Cups, there's been some confusion in the ether. It's just been lingering, and now the pace is picking up in order to clear it up. Wow. Eight of Cups. Why did they walk away, or why did you walk away? Right? Clearing up the reason for that. Because the Eight of Cups represents either, two things. It is the beginning of the hermit's journey, their ascent up the mountain. So on some level, the Eight of Cups represents that moment where you say, well, I've gotten all I can get out of this situation on an emotional level. And now I need to go on a solitary journey to find something that serves my highest good. So I always see this as somebody kind of going in search of, and not always is just turning their back and walking away, but it can be a little bit of both. So what I feel here is that someone walked away. Could be you, Leo, could be your divine counterpart. And now there's this push. I feel there's a sense of urgency between the Nine of Wands, right? You feel like you're coming close to the end of your ropes here, and there's this desire to get out and speak that truth, or get the clarity, or clear up the confusion of that Seven of Cups, because someone here kind of fled the scene. We also have the Four of Cups, so someone just sort of opted out. Could be you, could be your divine counterpart, as I said. So I feel that's what's crossing you, is you want to kind of send this little light message, but there's unresolved emotional issues. 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Confusion as to why somebody cut and run or why somebody opted out on an emotional level. Right, because this is what you're after. 10 of Cups. I love it. I think that 10 of Cups here represents maybe why you've hung in here so long. This is definitely worth the wait and the struggle for any of us. And I'm getting the impression that whatever this is about, you've been on this journey to kind of understand it, to make sense of it, because everything was kind of left up in the air. But it is a love worth working for. I'm seeing that 9 of Wands as sort of that struggle to understand, to push through, that struggle to reach the desired outcome, which is a 10 of Cups. Woo. So what we have below, wow. Yeah, so this Tower moment sent you into separation. Definitely kind of shut off all communication between you and your divine counterpart. And now I'm seeing Aries and Pisces here. Just thought I'd let you know. Yes, there was something here that was not on the level. The 5 of Swords. I feel as if there was some sabotage involved here that led to this Tower moment, Leo. You might have been a party to it, or you might have been the recipient of it. But in any event, it seemed like an unfair fight. This unfair fight that resulted in this Tower moment and took the two of you into a form of separation and broke both your darn hearts. And I am going to take this Queen of Wands because I'm feeling as if we've had that in your past readings where there's been that somebody who definitely was pulling the strings behind the curtain, right? Like the marionette. Here's your saboteur. Queen of Wands doesn't have to be a person. It could just be an energy of someone that takes no prisoners and, you know, kind of plays full out. So that 5 of Swords makes sense, that this is someone who, you know, it's like an energy of, if I don't win, nobody wins. Everybody's going to be left bloody on the beach here in this kind of scenario. And I feel like whatever that Tower moment was, it was orchestrated behind the scenes, left everybody sort of with a, you know, empty-handed and with a heavy heart, if not a heart broken. And that's why in the past, here's this energy of reconciliation that came through this morning, more like it's still an energy that's very present. Well, here's Virgo, wanting to reconcile with this single person. 9 of Pentacles is Virgo energy, and I see the Queen of Pentacles here too, so that kind of made me think of it. For those of you in a Leo-Virgo dynamic, here's your confirmation. If you're not dealing with a Virgo, that's fine. Like I said, we've got Aries, we've got Pisces, could be double fire signs for you, Taurus or Capricorn. So I'm looking at this and I'm seeing this desire to reconcile with this single person, or in a way that even for you, Leo, maintains your own autonomy and independence. So there is a little flavor of that. That's something you may have been trying to attract to you, is a positive win-win outcome in a way that you still maintain your autonomy. Got it? Ooh, 9 of Cups. On top of that, I'm sort of feeling as if the reason why it's sitting here in the past is you got a little complacent. Like it would have been your wish, it would have been a wish granted. The 9 of Cups, this little guy here, some people say he's the barkeep, some people say he's the genie. Either way, it looks like with his arms folded across his chest, he's either pretty comfortable with the way things are, right, on an emotional level, Cups, or he's ready to grant the wish. And that can be a joyous thing. So the way that it's coming through, it can be a little bit of each. Underneath, definitely wanting to move forward. Cancerian energy on the scene. Wow. So the reconciliation would have been a dream, a wish granted, not in the way of the star, but more like fulfilling something, fulfilling part of your destiny in this connection, and that readiness to move forward victoriously. So both of those cards, the Chariot and the Six of Wands, have an energy of victory. Queen of Pentacles is crowning you right now. The Sagittarian energy of Temperance comes through. That's about, I'm feeling transmutation. Like there's wisdom here. I know you've heard me say that a million times. This symbol on the angel's chest is the alchemy symbol, the symbol of gold. And in the oldie-timey days, the alchemists would take base metals like lead and make little adjustments to the chemical compounds, little minute, step by step by step, until they transmuted lead into gold. So that's the whole theory. It's painstaking, right? You got to be able to keep things in flow and know when you've gone too far, you got to pull back. So there's another energy, because tempering, when you temper glass or if you temper chocolate, you're trying to bring things into an energetic balance, an energetic state, whether it's temperature or tempers, see where I'm going, or energies. So I'm feeling as if on some level, this Queen of Pentacles is, it could be you, it could be your divine counterpart. There's patience here and trust that you can kind of transmute the energy between you. I love this. It's looking for that happy medium. The perfect Temperance is also about self-control and restraint. Right, there you are, King and Queen of Pentacles. So this is the goal. This is the goal, bringing the two of you together in balance. In balance. Transmuting whatever energies have been between you, looking for that, having the patience, the wisdom of the patience to know that in time things can come into flow. Especially because underneath you're responding to a tower moment. You're responding to something that was quite dramatic, even drastic, sudden, unexpected, and devastating is what that tower tells me, especially because I see the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and this Queen of Wands was up to, I say up to no good in this situation, but that's just my take on it. Yes, here we go. Underneath is the Emperor. So divine masculine underneath, bubbling up under the surface here. Either if you are here as the masculine energy, Leo, this is your, your kind of unconscious awareness of your role in this connection, knowing you need to be the one to take action. That's the yang energy. If you are here as a divine feminine, Leo, this whole connection here that you're sort of transmuting energies between underneath, here's your thought. This is number one, what's kind of right there. If I scratch you, you'll say divine masculine. It's just a beautiful thing to know that this is where you're holding them close in your thoughts. They're right there with you if you are here as the feminine. Now, hello, moving forward. We've got this Seven of Wands in your near future. Wow. I love this, and I love this. So, again, more Leo energy I'm feeling in this King of Wands. Wanting to move to calmer waters. Just really wanting to get beyond all the drama and the heartache. So this is what's underneath. But I'm feeling almost as if that's what you're manifesting. Three of Wands is about what's coming towards you. And I feel like what you want to come toward you is this balanced, beautiful, peaceful energy with this, with from your own perspective. If you're here as a Leo masculine, this is you. If you're here as a feminine, this is your divine counterpart. someone you're quite attracted to. There may be a lot of chemistry, could be a double fire sign connection as well, FYI. And I feel like I said that already, but I'm feeling as if there's what you're hoping for is to move to something more tranquil and peaceful after all this tumult. But here's what you have to contend with. You may need time to heal. The other person may need time to heal. There may be resistance or defensiveness because of a need for healing. So knowledge is power in this situation. But I feel that what I'm seeing here is that effort to sort of, yes, reconcile and then move forward victoriously. I got all that in the past, but in the future, the resistance you may meet has to do with some healing before you can move forward together in a state of calm, peace, resolve. Okay, Leo, very lovely. What I'm going to do now is, if this is speaking to you in the extended, I'm going to finish off with advice from your higher self, spirit of the universe. We'll let your spiritual team weigh in. We will also look at what are the outside influences, what is going on in your surroundings. It could be events, it could be people, it could be energies that are beyond your control. So what's really energetically something that you can't control. Then we've got your hopes and or fears. We also have the potential outcome. So this is where the issue or the situation may be headed. We'll look at that. All that will be clarified. And then I want to kind of look at the energies of, I definitely want to take a look at, where do I want to look? I'll look at Aries, Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, and Sagittarius. Those are the 5 signs. So if you are a Leo dealing with someone who has any of those signs in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, so I'm going to give you some wiggle room, something to really examine closely. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for Aries, for Pisces, for Virgo, for Cancer, and for Sagittarius. Yeah, 5 signs. And those are going to be 3-card spreads with clarifiers. So if you know your person's chart, this information may prove very helpful. So the link to that is below. I look forward to seeing you there, Leo, or in a future reading. Take care. Bye.